What is going on, guys? My name is James or ThnxCya, and welcome to a really exciting and important video regarding the official release of the brand new Minecraft subscriber server. So yeah, in case you don't know, we have an official ThnxCya server which is linked to the channel, and it has been officially relaunched as of this very second. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you about it and telling you all of the important information regarding it. So if something like, playing on the server is something that interests you, I would urge you please watch the entirety of this video, as I'm going to be going through all of the important information regarding it. So yeah, first things first, this is a free-to-play server, and it will always remain free-to-play. However, we have actually introduced a whitelist. Now, I'm sure you might have known if you were someone who played on the server previously on the Minecraft 1.3 version, that it was a public server. Well, we have decided to introduce the whitelist, and the main reason behind this is because we had a few people coming who were not interested in the server at all. They just came on to basically break stuff and be a bit of a nuisance. We had a few DDoS attacks on the server, and the whitelist is a sort of a prevention for this. So the whole reason behind that is to basically give you guys the best server that we can possibly provide. We want this to be your go-to server, and we want this to be, the best server that you play on. And, it's a safe and happy and thriving and creative environment for you guys to come and play. So yeah, that's the whole reason behind it. Now, there are a few changes and tweaks and stuff that we have made, because as I'm sure you might have known, the server has been down for around 2 weeks for all of the upgrades and changes. Well, now, as I've said, it is available and ready to play. So if you want to play on the server, very important now, you have to apply for a whitelist position. That is very, very simple. All you need to do is go to the forum page that is linked to the server. So this is actually found at ThnxCya.engine.com, and that will be linked in the description of the video. So if you want to come and play on this server, you're going to have to go over there and just become a member of the server and apply for it, and voila. Also, the forum is really, really important in case you ever want to report anything. That might be some kind of bug or problem with the server. That might be some kind of, suspicious activity, or maybe you want to question some kind of banning or that kind of stuff. The best place to do that is on the official forums. So yeah, a little bit about the server. This is actually the brand new spawn area, which was built by a lovely lady by the name of Trish B, so thank you very much for that. And this is where you'll spawn in when you first come in. Now, there are a few important areas that I'm going to talk about, so if you would like to come and look at these when you spawn into the server, that would be really, really appreciated. So the first thing over here on the right-hand side is the rules board. Kind of standard stuff, really, just be cool, be awesome, and don't dress as a Nazi and all that kind of stuff. Fairly straightforward. And on this side here, to the left of the spawn, is this new system that has been introduced to protect you guys whilst you are playing on the server. So it is called the Precious Stones plugin, and effectively what it does, here are the instructions, so this would be very useful if you wanted to learn about this system. But very, very briefly, for example, if you place a diamond block and do a certain command, it will protect your area against players not on that list that you set up. You have emerald blocks, you have note blocks, iron things launches you to players far away and all that kind of stuff. This is a really important system that we have introduced just to protect you guys and protect your builds and to enhance your experience on the server. So just another thing here, as I have stated, this server is free to play, so there is no pressure at all to do this. However, I have been I've been asked quite a number of times by people that they would like to help with donations in terms of server upkeep. You can do that if you want to. There is like a VIP system, as terms of reward. You don't have to do this, but if you would like to, then, feel free, and that would be very, very much appreciated by me and everyone who is involved with the server. So, yeah, that's kind of it for this little area. Just very quickly, we do have a shop. So, for example, let me go spawn shop. We have an in-game currency system. So, what the hell did I just do there? Warp shop. There we go. So you go warp shop and you go to the shop. It's kind of like undergroundy, dungeony awesomeness, so this looks pretty sweet. And this is all done with in-game currency. You do not have to buy this currency. All you need to do is sell in-game items to gain in-game currency, and then in turn you can spend it in this shop. So we have all of the items that you may expect in here. We have, gold and diamonds and anvils and all that kind of stuff. So it's just a really, oh my god, what happened here? There's been a murder! Oh my god! Okay, ignore those. But yeah, these are all the items that you can buy should you wish to do so. Okay, so let me just go back to spawn here. I've got a few things that I want to talk about in terms of how this server works. It is run by the same admin group as on the first one. These are the Amor and Mini USB. The Amor is kind of like the head admin guy. He's the guy that you want to talk to if you have issues or, reports, or if you want to just talk to someone about the server in a bit more detail. We have Mini USB, who's like our plugin maestro. So I'm going to link their channels in the description below. They are also YouTubers as well, so if you would like to go over there and subscribe to their channels, it would be awesome. They might do some videos relating to the server, and they also have their own videos and stuff, so if you'd like to support them, that would be really cool. So as well as that, we have a few new staff members. We have JMO and Soviet, who are now mods, and we have Trish B, who I mentioned before, who is the builder of this amazing spawn. Oh my god, look how pretty it is. So, okay, just a few more things that I want to talk about. There is going to be introduction of a lot of new stuff into this server as time goes on. So it has only been worked on for around 2 weeks. However, a couple of potential things that will be introduced. Some PvP arenas for people who like to do that. But more excitingly, I think there might be a Spleef arena, which will be added soon. And there might actually be in-game cash prizes for that. So, for example, winners might gain some currency to go and buy some new items. And I think that's pretty sweet. So, yeah, as well as that, what else can I tell you? Just kind of to reiterate, really, that this is a server for you guys. This is kind of a service that we want to provide, and we want to give you a server where you can come and just really enjoy it, and your builds will be safe, and you can just come and have an awesome time. That is the ethos and the thinking behind this server. So we have a dedicated team to try and provide that for you. Now, I will reiterate, this is extremely important. I am not the admin of this server. I own the server, I suppose you could call it, like, if I write something, it says owner next to my name. But in terms of the in-game functions and all that kind of stuff, I don't have control over that. My admin team, or the admin team, has control. My admin team sounds like I own everyone. I don't own anyone. But yeah, those are the guys you're going to want to talk to if you have issues with the server. So as I've said, you could probably PM them on YouTube if you want to. However, the place to go if you want to do that is the forums. So, that's very, very important. And yeah, I will be linking that in the description below, as I've said. Once again, just to reiterate, if you want to play on this server, you have to apply for a whitelist position. That will be granted to you. And the whole reason for that is just to gain control over the players and to keep it as safe as possible for you guys to play. So when you come in, you'll spawn into this area, as I've said, and just around the spawn, sort of around 50 odd blocks, it is protected, so you won't be able to build here. However, you are welcome to do whatever you want in this kind of outside world. You're able to build, come with your friends and build bases and, huge buildings and mansions and structures and awesomenesses and redstone creations and, whatever you want to do, you are granted that access, just as long as you kind of, follow the rules, I suppose, and just be a cool guy. I think that, a Minecraft server only ever works when the people who play on it are friendly towards each other. And although there might be some conflicts at time, try and avoid that if possible. And, if there are issues, talk about them, and hopefully we can get them resolved and just have a nice, happy place where all the happy pandas can play. But yeah. So, okay, that is it for the official relaunch video. I hope you guys are excited about the server. Just in case you're wondering, I will be on this server. I will come and, talk to you guys and meet you guys and do some building. So, yeah, if that interests you, then that's awesome sauce. And, yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing time playing the server. This is just the beginning, and I'm sure it will get much better and more developed and awesome. And, yeah. Okay, so that is it for this quick video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope to see you on the server sometime very soon. So as always, guys, it has been a pleasure. Thanks, and see ya.